Hey gang, back with you with another video. Videos from here on are probably going to span off of my radio show for those of you that don't know. I've started doing a Sunday evening radio show at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on a wonderful internet radio system called UnitedPaganRadio.net. You can download a pagan radio station player on your Android device by just simply searching for pagan radio. That'll allow you to be able to download it, and you can look it up, UnitedPaganRadio.net. Yep, putting a little plug in there for the guys. The lady that owns and runs the radio station is great. It's wonderful. But I was asked to do a video follow-up on my show called Spirit Guides. So I'll be doing that. Kind of recap what I covered on the radio. Spirit guides, spirit animals, totems, guardian angels, if you will. They're all set to perform the same function. It's just more or less calling them different things by different people in different religions. Most Native Americans, their spirit guides are spirit animals or totems. And if you see a totem that represents the tribe or the chief, the totem is different stages that the chief or the individual has been through in their life. And when you're talking about spirit guides, such as in most of your Celtic philosophies and your Celtic pasts and what have you, spirit guides typically are of a human nature. We do have animal representations in the astral. Myself, like I explained on the radio, I'm Pegasus. Pegasus is, of course, as we all know, the mythological horse, the winged horse that came from the blood of Medusa when she had her head severed. Well, you would probably kind of wonder why anybody would be honored to carry the spirit name of Pegasus. Well, it's because of what Pegasus stands for. And I'll let you look that up whenever you get a chance to get time. But my spirit guides, I have two of them. One is White Angel, and the other one is Gray Eagle. The best pictorial that I could find, or the best pictorial representation that I could find on the internet, I have on my Facebook page called Coffee with Pegasus. My Facebook page is linked to my showtime on the UnitedPaganRadio.net webpage. And just so that you know, all of the times listed on the page are Eastern Standard Times. So if you're anywhere in Texas, we're going to be an hour behind them, if you don't already know that. Onward and upward. I digress. Spirit guides are very important to most all people in the craft because they give us guidance. And anybody that's ever tried to completely, totally control their own path with no guidance whatsoever, they usually find their ass up around their shoulder blades in the middle of or after about the first year. So a lot of my students, one of the assignments I give them is to find, acknowledge, be introduced to, and start communicating with spirit guide. Some people have one, some people have two. I've seen the rare occasion where someone will have three spirit guides, but typically one or two. Get any more than that, it gets confusing. Now, a lot of your Celtic paths will have a deity structure of 9, and, well, I'll cover that later in another video. So, the way we access and find our spirit guides is really not that difficult, because Spirit Guide is already with us. It is our belief that our guides are given to us at the time of this lifetime's spiritual formation. Now, of course, we could get into the whole scientific debate of when a spirit is given to a human being. Is it at the time of conception? Is it after the first heartbeat? Is it after the first brainwave? Who knows? I mean, science has proven that brain waves in a fetus start sometime before the first heartbeat because, well, they're getting everything from the mother, of course. So, I mean, that aside, that's not even important. But Spirit Guide, for the sake of argument, is given to you at the time of your spiritual conception in this lifetime. I've met people that felt like their spirit guide, the same spirit guide, had been with them through every one of their lifetimes accordingly. It makes perfect sense to me. I mean, White Angel was with me until my 30s, I think, if I remember correctly. Gray Eagle took over during the warrior training of my path, where I needed a different type of focus. And then when I turned 40, I was reapproached by White Angel and Gray Eagle at the same time, going, we will guide you in both of your sections of your path. Okay, fine. That does get a little confusing at times, but if you've got more than one spirit guide, you eventually learn how to tell their energies apart. For those of you that actually hear the voices of your spirit guide, you'll learn to, of course, tell the difference between the voices of your spirit guide. Me, I know their energies, I know their appearance, the way they move, I know how they approach, so they can't sneak up behind me as they work. Spirit guides do have a sense of humor, yes they do. Mine teach in parables. You don't know what a parable is? Google it. Have fun with that. But my spirit guides teach in parables. And it is my task as a human being with free will to interpret that parable, just as it will be yours. However, it is my job also as a teacher of spiritual wisdom and a leader of pagan ministry to help people interpret what they feel from Spirit Guide. Am I going to tell you what they mean? No, not my job. But I can help you interpret what those meanings are by asking the particular questions that will guide you in such a way that you can find your own answers, not the answers I want you to find. So, I'm going to close with a small instruction on a couple of different ways to find Spirit Guide, or to existence of SpiritGuide. One of the best ways I have found, most especially in today's modern times, with so many different distractions that humans have on a daily basis, everything from phones, both analog and cellular, computers, laptops, tablets, you name it, there's going to be some kind of interruption no matter where you go. So I've always done a form of what I call introduction to self, if you will. Now, it's not going to be easy the first time you do it. You're probably, your first thought is, "God, shit, that's a piece of cake." Wait till you try it. Because what I'm going to have you do is turn off your laptop, your PC, whatever. I'm going to have you unplug your alarm clock because you don't want, or cover it with a pillow or something. You want to make your space, preferably a bedroom, because it's a smaller space and it's easier to black out and make completely dark. But your first couple of times out, until you get used to being able to spontaneously astral travel or spontaneously access the astral plane, it's going to take some practice. And to continue, you want to black out your room, turn off your cell phone, put it outside of the room that you're in so that you're not tempted to worry about, "Oh my God, am I missing a text? Am I missing a voicemail? Am I expecting a call? Am I expecting this, that, or the other thing?" You cannot be thinking about that at all, because if you do, you'll screw yourself up. So, we have our room completely dark, completely quiet, no television, no radio, no music, and the bullshit of, "Oh, I meditate easier to music." Bullshit. No. Because what you're doing is you're going to focus your forward mind on that music, and you're not going to have your entire being focused on the task at hand. And we're not going to try to meditate. That's the worst thing you can do, because the term "to try" within and of itself builds up stress in meditating. We're going to start out slow. Completely dark room, no electronics, no light, no nothing, blackout curtains over the windows, middle of the night, middle of the day, I don't care. Make it cool and comfortable, make it warm and comfortable, whatever is required for you to be comfortable. Sit or lay down in a comfortable position. You might go to sleep. If you do, no big deal. I prefer to meditate laying down because, quite frankly, if I sit too long, my ass goes numb and my back starts to hurt. So I lay down. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to feel your breathing, your respiration. You're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And the next thing you're going to notice is your own heartbeat, and that's what's going to screw with you. Because you want to acknowledge your existence. Today's noises and society teaches us to ignore our own existence and pay attention to everything else around us. This is going to be about you. First time out, don't time it. Although, keep acknowledgement of what time you went in to actually perform the meditation. First time you'll probably make it 15 minutes, maybe 20. But don't stress out about how much time you're in there, because if you're thinking about, oh my God, I must have been in here 2 hours. Oh, this is driving me crazy. I don't want to be in here all this time. I'm wasting all this time. I could be calling my friends. I could be chasing the girls, chasing the guys. You quit it. You want you time. Once you've become okay with self, what you're feeling, hearing your own heartbeat, being able to hear and feel your breathing, almost comfortable enough to the point where you can feel the blood pumping through your veins. As you feel yourself becoming more comfortable, start asking the questions. And it's a simple question, really. Spirit Guide, please present yourself to me that I may see, feel, or hear you and your wisdom. No amen, so mote it be, blessed be bullshit. Spirit Guide could care less about ceremonial hoopla or ceremonial crap. They do demand respect. They expect respect, but they do not expect you to kiss their ass or blow smoke up their ass to try to feel better about yourself. No. They want simple, straightforward questions. They want questions that don't require a lot of explanation. They're busy. You're not the only person they have that they are the Spirit Guide of. You're not the only person they have they're responsible for. So when you call for Spirit Guide, never expect Spirit Guide to be instantaneously at your side. So with that in mind, I've gone over 17 minutes on the video. Recap. Quiet space, pitch black, no sound, comfortable. If you go to sleep, don't stress it. If you don't make it more than 5 minutes, no problem. Try it again a little later, maybe the next day. It's about you. It's not something you have to do overnight. Very, very few people ever manage to achieve an astral meeting with Spirit Guide the first time they set out to do it. It took me months to be able to remember an actual sit-down meeting with Spirit Guide. Yeah. So, with that, those of you that are listening to my radio show, I hope you're enjoying it. I look forward to being able to do other extended videos on the radio shows that I do. And if you'd like for me to do a particular live radio show, drop me an email, post your comments at the bottom, things you would like to see, videos you'd like to have done, any kind of internet email training that it can answer your questions on back and forth. I no longer take internet students, I no longer take long distance students, but I will help you where I can. I'm more than happy to. In basic pagan philosophy or shaman questions, one way or the other. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you're enjoying the radio show. Again, that is UnitedPaganRadio.net. Hope to see you there. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.